Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, for anybody that's, in whatever part of your day. First, just if you like this channel, please hit subscribe. If you would, give me a like, give me a share, give me a comment, whatever you want. So, as I've said, in my other classes thus far is I teach through intuition, which means I quiet my mind and then I let come what is supposed to come. I've done a lot of trainings, so it's not like I'm actually not using any of the knowledge. I'm using all of that. That's the translator. I had a lovely conversation the other day about that. It wasn't on here though, unfortunately. So today's intention, today's desire to draw from the ethers, a class for the shoulders, heart center, the upper back, and throat. So let's get started. Have your blanket and your block handy. Yeah, and we'll start in any seated position. So this is my favorite seated position, honestly. The benefits of this Vajrasana Thunderbolt pose is the hips are pretty much instantly aligned so that you can sit up nice and tall. When you're sitting cross-legged, there's a possibility of rounding the spine and slumping. But this, you're just like, boom, ready to go, ready to meditate. Or ready to just sit here and do your thing, whatever it is. So we're going to start with a few shoulder rolls. So we're going to take our fingers and put them on our shoulders, using the elbows as drawing implements. With an inhale, bring the shoulders forward, draw the circle up. To the top, exhale, back down. Swiping the sides of the body, inhale up. Then exhale, back and down. Continue like this. That's 3. One more. Switch directions. Inhale, back and up. Drawing the circles with your elbows. That's 3. Oh, I have to sneeze. One more. Wait for it. My sneeze got shy. I told you about it. Okay, let's come to our hands and knees. Cat and cow. Focusing on the heart center here. So with an inhale, draw the heart forward, shoulders back, lift the chin. Exhale to round the spine, navel squeezes up and towards the heart. Inhale, drop the belly, shoulders back, heart forward, collarbones broad. Exhale, round the spine, navel compresses towards the back of the body and up towards the heart. Inhale, filling the heart. Exhale, round the spine, navel towards the heart. One more round. Back to neutral. Bringing the arms down, grasping opposite elbows, forearms parallel with the front of the mat. Make sure your hips are still over the knees. Okay, now we're switching the direction of the inhale and exhale. So take a breath in. With an exhale, drop the heart down towards the mat. Inhale up. Tucking the chin. Exhale down. This is just like cat-cow, only we're on our forearms. And the breathing is switched. Feel the shoulder blades together as you exhale down. Feel them broaden as you inhale up. Last round. Okay. Come back to a child's pose. Cup the fingers so the palms are above the mat. The fingertips are on the ground, hands like spiders. Walk the hands off to the right. Breathe into the left side of the trunk. One more breath. And back to center. And now off to the left. Breathing into the right side of the trunk. In this lateral stretch on both sides, we're opening up the left and right sides of the rib cage. We are expanding the lung capacity and expanding the capacity for the energetic container that is our self. Come back to center. Okay. Reach the arms out as far forward as you can. We're going to come forward into low cobra, then back to child's pose with the breath, okay? We're going to keep doing this. So with an inhale, draw your heart forward as low to the mat as you can, shoulders back. The last moment, lift the heart as the belly plants on the mat. And exhale, round all the way back. Inhale forward to low cobra. Shoulders back, collarbones broad, gaze up, exhale back. Feel the space, continue with this, and feel the space between the shoulder blades as you move. Breathing into the back of the heart. One more time. Ending in child's pose. Great. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. With an inhale, pull the shoulders back. Exhale to straighten the elbows off of the back. Inhale to come up to a seat and lower the arms. Okay. With an inhale, let's see. Yeah, okay. With an inhale, draw the shoulders back and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straighten the elbows. Exhale, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Shoulder blades together. Collarbones broad. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower the arms. Feel the space here as you do this. Keep your hands together, but feel the space of the neck. As your shoulders move down, how much space is created between the ears and the shoulders. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straighten the elbows. Exhale, shoulders away from ears. Feel that space. Let's take one full breath here. And then inhale to come up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Let's do that one more full time. Inhale, grow long in the spine, stretch the neck up. Exhale, fall, fold forward. Words. Sometimes words just don't work. Inhale, straighten the elbows. Exhale, pull the shoulders away from the ears. 2 breaths here. Squeeze the palms together. 1 more breath. Inhale to come up. Release the hands. Palms face up, hands on the thighs. Notice the space of the neck now. Feel how all that strong action downward of the shoulders really opens up the space of the neck. All right, let's come forward onto our belly. Yeah. Okay. Take the palms onto the mat beside the lower ribs so that the wrists are right under the elbows. You might need a mirror or to take a picture of yourself doing this so you can really tell. Sometimes I can't even tell. I don't know. Do those look... My forearms perpendicular to the mat? Who knows? Anyway. Bring the feet together, inner knees together, zipping up the legs to make one single trunk. With an inhale, pull the shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale to lower. Press the tops of the feet onto the mat so the knees lift off. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do one more. And down. Now inhale up and we'll hold. Feel as you breathe, the diaphragm moves down towards the abdominal organs, and the space behind the heart is filled. Elbows in, shoulders back. 2 more breaths. Exhale to lower. Turn the head to the left. Tops of the hands on the mat. Come back to center with the chin. Lift the head in the chest and bring the left arm forward. The forearm is parallel to the top edge of the mat. Palm facing down, fingers are spread. Bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand, and grasp the foot. So, if this is as far as you can go, this is great. And just stay here. Hold the foot with the hand and kick the foot into the hand. Not too much. You want to feel it a little bit in the low back, but really not a lot. As you want to feel it more here in the quad, so you're activating the quad, and then of course in the shoulder, that's doing the work to reach back. Now if you want to go further though, you can turn your fingers to face the front of the mat. And now the shoulder is really getting opened. And now when you kick and activate the quad, you really feel it in the quadricep. Breathing down into the abdomen, feeling the abdominal wall expand. We're going to do 5 breaths total, so that was 2. One more. Okay, to release the foot, be gentle. Do not just slam your foot down. We'll just go right to the other side. So now the right arm parallel with the top of the mat. Fingers are spread, palm down. Reach back with the left, grasp the foot. And again, stay here if this is where you're going to be. Or turn the left fingers forward. Activate the quadricep, the thigh muscle. Feel from the hip all the way to the knee. That muscle is active, but not so strong that the knee is strained. A little bit of pressure down with the hand, just enough so that you feel it. But remember, do not strain the knee. Breathing into the belly. 3 more breaths. And release, gentle with the foot as it comes down. This time let's stack the palms facing down, and actually we're going to do that after the next one. So let's take the arms to the sides again and turn the head to the right this time. Notice the sensations in the low back as we did that, because we did that. Breathe into the space of those sensations. And bringing the chin back to center. Okay, so we're not going to come all the way up in this one. We're just going to do the low version. But bend the knees and grasp the feet. So keeping the thighs down on the mat. I know that there's a tendency to want to lift the legs, but keeping the thighs down, kick the feet into the hands. Inhale to lift the heart. And then lift the gaze and stare at the third eye. Soft crossing of the eyes upward. Feel the throat. Pull the shoulders back. Feel the space from the tip of the chin all the way down to the sternum. Feel the air rushing through this space. Every inhale and exhale. One more breath. Exhale to lower. Great. And now we stack the palms face down. Plant the forehead on the hands. And feel the breath moving from the tip of the nose all the way through the nostrils, the throat, the lungs, all the way down into the pelvic floor. Every inhale coming in through the nose to the pelvic floor, and every exhale going out through the nose from the pelvic floor all the way up. Okay, bring the hands under the shoulders. With an inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's probably as far into standing that we will get. With an inhale, come forward to your push-up position. Exhale, back into down dog. We'll do this a few times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Turn the elbows towards the mat. Press down through the thumb side of the palms. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Shoulder blades into the back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Heels pressing down, sit bones high into the sky, extending through the backs of the legs. Okay, 3 more, forward and back. feeling the whole back of the body. Now we're going to hold downward facing dog. If your knees are bent, that's fine. They can be. Shoulders are away from the ears. Shoulder blades deepening into the back of the body. Imagining them as protective shields for the space behind the heart. You know, the back of the heart needs protection too. And every time you inhale, you're opening the space all around the heart. And with every exhale, you're integrating and protecting the heart. Be careful here in your down dog not to go into a back bend. We want to keep the front ribs into the back ribs so that the whole of the trunk, the space all around the heart, is integrated and secure. Too many back bends will actually cultivate, increase, develop a sense of insecurity and anxiety. Which is why they need to be balanced always with forward folds. Let's do one more full breath. Okay, coming down to your hands and knees. And taking the legs forward. Actually, before we do that, let's pause here with our legs crossed. We're going to do a couple twists. Just to balance a little bit, because we're going to move into our forward folds now. Generally speaking, from intense back bends to intense forward folds, you do not want to do. You could do intense back bend into gentle twist, or intense back bend, into really gentle forward fold. Like downward facing dog is actually a forward fold because our body is like this, you know. Our spine is in flexion instead of extension. Extension is opening like that. Flexion is closing. Anyway. Notice how the arms feel sitting here. How the back of the body feels. How the shoulders. The space of the heart. We've done some mobility. We've done some strengthening. Downward facing dog. I was going to give you an option for forearm stand, but I don't think that this is the class for that in the future. Okay. Now, let's take the hand to heart center. With an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, out and up. Sweeping through your energy field. Hands to heart center. Drawing all the good that's around you. Bringing it down into the heart. Releasing any bad out. And then drawing the good in. Let's do one more. Okay, inhale the arms straight up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind the back, gazing over the right shoulder. Breathing into the belly here. When working with the heart center, it is important to stay grounded. And one way you can stay grounded is by breathing into the diaphragm, but also breathing even further down into the pelvic floor, since that is where the root chakra is, bringing your awareness to that space. So by breathing into the belly here, we use the diaphragm to breathe down into our lower energy centers, which one could stir stuff up. But if you do it with the intention of grounding, then it will ground you. Inhale back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Breathing into the belly. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arms down. So, great. Now, I don't know if you noticed while we were doing those twists, but the low back is needing something. The hips are needing something. So, now we move into our forward folds, so the benefit of actually doing forward folds is a lot of neck tension. Like I said, this is a class about the shoulders, the neck, the heart. A lot of tension in these upper centers actually comes from the lower centers. When your low back is open enough that you can fold all the way forward, then there doesn't need to be tension up here because the muscles up here don't have to compensate for the tension in the low back. Because these muscles connect to these muscles. So if these are really tight, then these have to do more work, which makes them sore. So if you have back pain, if you have neck pain, if you get headaches a lot, forward folds. I don't get headaches. I haven't gotten a headache in a really long time. So let's take the left leg forward, the right heel into the inner groin. Not that there's, I guess it's more the outer groin, because the inner groin would be like the perineum, basically. Anyway, okay. Turning towards the left leg, inhale, sweep the arms up. Oh, wait, take the arms down. This is why we have a blanket and a block. So if sitting like this causes any tension in the hamstrings or the hips or the low back, take your block or your blanket and sit on it. This will give a little bit more lift and take some of the strain out of the back of the body. Okay? It's like the only thing that we're going to be using the block or the blanket for. So, anyway. Turning towards the front leg, and then inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean forward as far as you can. Shoulders stay back, reaching with the belly button and the sternum, and then take the arms down. Do not round into this. Keeping the back long. Internally rotate the left leg so the inner calf, the inner thigh is turning towards the mat, so that the knee and the front of the shin the center of the thigh is directly up. We don't want the leg turning out like that. We want it to stay in. A little bit of pressure in with the right foot into the inner thigh. Okay? Breathe here. This is about halfway, let's say, before we round it all. Notice how this feels in the left hip, in the back of the left leg. With your next exhale, let's go another 10% in. Maybe you round a little bit now. Then with your inhale, open up the space of the front of the body. Extend, lift, keeping that forward 10% fold that we just did. Take one more full breath. And then exhale as far in as you'd like. But wherever you go, try and keep that front torso extension. If you can reach for the foot, please grab it. If you want to just keep your hands on the mat, that's fine. Breathing here. Notice the sensation, the back of the quad, which is about the center of the hamstring, where the hamstring inserts at the top back of the hip, and the left low back. Maybe you even feel this in the left side of the back of the heart. So underneath the collarbone, or underneath the shoulder blade, almost. With your next exhale, if you'd like to go any further, only do so if your body allows. Breathing into whatever sensations you are feeling. Spread the left ball of the foot. So the ball of foot spreads to create space between all the bones. You may notice a tingly sensation in the ball of the foot, a numb vibration. And with your next inhale, or when you feel ready, if you want to stay here longer because it's just too damn delicious, but when you're ready, come up. Excelente. Other side. Okay. Now again, internally rotating that right leg so the inner thigh and the inner calf are rolling towards the ground. The center of the thigh, the front of the shin, and the knee face directly up. Press softly with the left foot into the inner right thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold without taking the arms down. Pull the shoulders back. Reach the sternum, reach the belly button. And then on an exhale, bring the arms down. Okay. This is our halfway point. Breathing here. Keeping length in the front of the body, extending from the pubic bone all the way up to the throat. This allows for all the energy centers from the throat, heart, solar plexus, sacrum, and root to be open. With your next exhale, move another 10% in, starting to round. With an inhale, extend the front of the body. Exhale. Go as far in as you like now. Tuck the chin. Keep that extension along the front of the body. The more you can extend from the pubic bone to the throat, the better. And now with every exhale, if your body allows, going a little deeper, feeling the back of the leg, spreading the ball of the right foot, tucking the chin, opening the back of the right knee down towards the mat. And taking as much time as you need here. But when you're ready, come back up. Wow. Taking both legs out long. Hands back, planing the weight back. With the eyes closed, just notice how the back of the body feels. Relaxing the legs, the soles of the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the sacrum, the space behind the heart. And we will leave the full Paschimottanasana for another day, thinking just have a little Dandasana. So bring the legs together. Press down the palms beside the hips. Pull the shoulders down. Backs of the knees press down. The tops of the feet, the tips of the toes. Reach up. The skin of the shins and the thighs lift towards the hips. The navel pulls in and up without tensing the abdominal organs. Collarbones are broad. Oh man, I think that Paschimottanasana is going to happen. Yes, it is. This is the both legs forward, seated forward fold. So, with an inhale, take the arms forward and up. Exhale, fold forward. Taking the hands to the mat. Open the balls of the feet, spreading them to the left and the right. Press the backs of the knees down. Internally rotate the legs so the inner thighs of both legs are turning in towards the ground. And feel how that affects the hips. Don't feel the need to get even to where I am. If you are here, that's great. If you are still up here, that's great. As long as you feel it in the backs of the legs, the back of the body, this is what we're going for. But we want to be safe. We don't want to push ourselves into somewhere that we cannot be. Hug in the sides of the pelvis. We do this by flexing the glute muscles. With an inhale, open the belly. Breathe wherever you are. If you can grab the toes, do so. This connection of fingers to the balls of the feet, fingers to toes even, it creates a circuit from the meridians of the hands to the meridians of the feet. And as you breathe, feel the belly expand and contract. Every exhale, the navel pulls in and the attention goes to the back of the heart. The front of the heart. The whole heart, really. Inhaling into the belly. Exhaling, navel in. And focus your mind on your heart. Shoulders down and back. One more breath. And come on back up. Yeah, okay. Take the hands back, fingers facing forward. I love saying that because alliteration. With an inhale, lift the hips. Trying to get the soles of the feet on the mat. And then exhale, lower. 2 more times like that. Inhale, shoulders back. One more. Okay, and laying all the way to the back. Now let's take the knees in. With an exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Squeezing. Inhale. Press the knees away from the chest, tucking the tailbone towards the earth to create a little arch in the low back. Inhale. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's the inhale. Exhale. Knees into the chest. Inhale out. Tucking the tailbone into the earth. Pressing the tailbone. Continue moving with your breath. Exhales to bring the knees in, inhales to bring the knees out. Keeping the tailbone down. One more time, yeah? Two more times, actually. This is a great way to reset the sacrum so it's nice and safe and protected after all that opening in the hips that we just did. Because really, the Those kinds of seated forward folds are pretty powerful hip openers too, when done correctly. Okay, let's plant the balls. Plant the feet. I was gonna say plant the balls to the feet, not just plant the balls. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not actually, but whatever. Okay, bridge pose. So with an inhale, lift the hips, interlace the fingers under the back, roll the shoulders under, and keep the feet and knees together in this. So the bridge won't be as high. Squeeze the inner thighs into one another. And the chin is away from the chest and the chest is puffed. But we're breathing into our abdomen using the diaphragm. Keeping the lift. One more breath. And come on down. Take the legs out long for Shavasana. Every exhale, release a little bit more. Moving more and more deeply into stillness. Observe the low back, the sacrum, and the space behind the heart, the shoulders and neck. The root of the tongue is broad. The eyes are deep in their sockets. The skin of the head is spread, soft. All the hair relaxed. Now wherever you feel the sensation the most, just focus on that area and breathe into it. And if you feel no sensation, just follow the breath. When you're ready, deepen the breath. Bring movement back into the body. And when you feel time, come up to a seat. Thank you for practicing today. Remember that yoga is a continual practice. The more you keep up with it, the more benefit will arise. The more awareness will grow in the body, and the more you will be able to practice on your own without my guidance. So have a great day. Namaste. And if you like this, as usual, subscribe. Hit me up with a like. Check out my website, ryanmichaelyoga.org. And if you have a request in a specific area of the body, today we did shoulders, please throw it in the comments. Or find me on Facebook. Ryan Michael Yoga is my Facebook page. You can like me there, you can comment. You'll get all the classes that I post on YouTube on there as well. Many thanks for watching. Peace out.